We should have fucking recorded that. God damn it. To see, like, dude, hey, what's up, party people? What's going on, guys? Yeah, it's That Bad, episode 7, right?
6.
Is it 6? Dude, it's like, what were you just saying, bro? Like, reread that. We gotta, alright, so we don't even have any subscribers, but we do have one person who subscribed.
We have one subscriber.
We got one subscriber. And this guy left some good feedback, so let's hear what he said.
Alright, I'm not gonna read the whole thing.
Right, yeah, just, like, paraphrase.
Essentially, he said, okay, I'll read some of the good stuff.
Yeah, read a couple quotes.
We have nice personalities.
Yeah.
Relaxed voices. And great chemistry.
Soothing. Oh, yeah. Chemistry.
I haven't had someone compliment me on my chemistry in a long time. So that's great. Thank you, Glem808. We're being really authentic here. Like, we actually do appreciate
we definitely appreciate
putting the comment there. And then he says something I've kind of mentioned myself about, hang on.
It's good. Dude, this is I love comments.
Hold on, let me...
no.
Let me say this.
I can't hold back.
He's saying that, the old show had more structure to it and focused more on the film.
Right.
Which I kind of agree with.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, we are going all over the place.
I saw one episode of the show, by the way. Of the old one.
You're supposed to do research and listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. But so, and then he got a thumbs up. It's great. But no, we appreciate that. And what we were just saying was I kind of agree. I think a little more focus might help.
And he said he's actually willing to help edit.
Yeah, we might take you up on that.
Yo, Glenn, if for real, man, we'll contact you if you really want to do. Dude, this is the thing, dude. Like, I guess right now we're just focusing on trying to like put it together, and it's gonna happen. Dude, we're gonna get a lot of flack because it's not like the original show, and those guys could still come back and try to sue us or some shit. By the way,
I don't think so.
You think they wouldn't? Why?
Podcast, they don't. There's no so.
I still do, and you don't know why they stopped, right?
They never said. But look, here's my thing about it.
I think somebody died, cancer.
Why you gotta get all dark? But look, here's what I gotta say about that.
That was the last episode, right? Dark.
Oh my god. I think it actually was. They called it like.
Dude, just
That Bad Goes Dark.
Really? What do you mean?
I think so.
Wait, who?
The last episode.
Oh, really? Oh.
But look, let me say this about that, all right? I think the show went off the air in 2013, right?
Yeah.
And what do you mean? Why are you moving it away?
No, because the mic's right here. It's gonna be fine.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
And after that I would listen to other podcasts, and none of them really captured the feel.
Really?
And
you actually listen to other movie type podcasts, and they just couldn't. What about the half bag shit?
Half in the Bag?
Yeah,
it's a very different. I love that show.
I don't like
it's not a podcast.
I don't like that show at all, dude. I don't feel their.
Let me finish what I'm trying to say.
No.
Okay. Let me get a sentence out.
Let me finish.
So I listen to other shows, but none of them really have the same feel, right? I didn't enjoy them as much. I love Half in the Bag. First of all, it's not a podcast. It's like about totally different.
Yeah,
stuff.
It's like whatever they're doing now.
Now,
it's different.
And then I used to complain because I wish that they would bring the show back, and I would always say, you know what, the hell with those guys. If they can't do it or won't do it, somebody else should just do it. Somebody else should do it. And I would always say that for years. Someone else should do it. Someone else should do it. And no one ever did. Right. So I figured, you know what, let me stop complaining about this and actually just
do it.
Make it happen. Yeah. I mean, we had that conversation, if you remember, in the summer.
And then he called me up and he was like, yo, bro, you ready to do this? And I was like, what's up?
That's exactly the conversation we had.
And we made a music video, and now we're here.
Hoes on a boat?
Hey, yo, I'm ready.
All right, let's actually talk about this film.
Dude, I just want to say real quick, though, about the comments. I think YouTube comments are amazing. And, like, regardless of if you hate it, you love it, that's the beauty of YouTube comments. And we're just glad that somebody listened. And it was just, it's funny you mentioned that, dude. I saw the first episode, the only episode that I saw about Starship Troopers that they did. And it was a cool episode. It was like 3 guys that were chatting it up. And I'm hoping that we kind of get close to that. We'll never come close to, like, what they did, but, we'll have our own twist to it. And a lot of it's going to be, like, speaking in tangents and, like, just bullshitting, whatever. But, all right, so this week's episode is of the movie called Zoolander 2. 2 is in what, T-O-O?
Actually, I think it's Zoolander, as it was No, actually, wait a minute.
It's like Zoolander. And
The
then,
poster. So in the commercial, the logo was Zoolander.
right.
Here it says Zoolander 2 on IMDb, but the poster says Zoolander number 2.
Right.
A lot of different ways it's listed. But Zoolander 2 is an American 2016 comedy, rated PG-13. Directed, well, I didn't know this. Directed by Ben Stiller.
Yeah, he always directs. I think he directed the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I legitimately didn't know that. Let me confirm that.
I'm always impressed by that too. When you can direct and you can freaking act. That's got to be the hardest thing ever. I mean, like when Sylvester Stallone did that with Rocky, all the Rocky movies or whatever. Or most
He directed those?
He directed the first one and
Really?
I think maybe like a couple.
You're right. Stiller did direct the first one. Okay. Anyway, so directed by Ben Stiller, written by 5 different people, starring Justin. Wait, no. Well, you know who's in this movie: Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson.
Yeah, like everybody's got a
Penelope
cameo.
Cruz.
Everybody's
Yeah,
got a
but the main
cameo.
people are those Will Ferrell and who played that weird? Hang on, who the hell was the? You know the
Like the 12-year-old kid or something.
no, the woman henchman,
Mm.
the one with the weird accent. Yeah, let me look it up.
All right, I'm gonna admit that I didn't watch like the last 20 minutes. Of the
Are you
movie.
kidding me?
It was so bad, dude.
Hey, you're spoiling your opinion. Okay.
I tried to put it on the background to watch it, and it was like that bad, dude. I could not focus on the damn thing.
All right, hold on. Let's follow the structure.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
Okay.
She might have been at the last part of the movie.
So,
I don't remember who this henchman is.
okay, so budget was $50 million.
It's a lot of money, dude.
How much do you think it made?
Man, I hope.
Well, how much do you think it made opening weekend?
I hope it made like $2. Opening weekend. I remember it made. I don't remember, but I heard. I recall at the time that there was like another political issue going on at the time. You know what happened with Zoolander 1, right? And why it sucked so bad, or why it did so poorly,
I don't
and
know.
why it's like a cult classic, because it happened on the same weekend that 9/11 happened. So like they were screwed. Yeah.
Wait.
9/11 literally
2001,
happened.
yeah.
Like 9/11
Oh,
happened.
yeah, I remember this now.
When was 9/11? What day was 9/11 on?
Monday
It's like
or
a
Tuesday,
Monday,
I think. Yeah,
right?
Something like that.
And I think the movie came out like the week before or something, or it might have come out. It might have come. I think 9/11 happened before the movie came out. Happened like a week before the movie came out, and then like nobody was going to the movies or some shit. It was kind of stupid.
Here's a piece of trivia for the first movie. The very first television coverage of the September 11th attacks on the WNYW channel interrupted a commercial for this movie.
Wow. What do you mean into a commercial?
There was a commercial for the movie playing, and the news feed interrupted it.
Oh, really? So like there's a preview going on, and it's just like cutting.
It says released September 28th, 2001.
There you go. You see?
Yeah.
Wait. September 28th.
Yeah. We said a week after or that's a few weeks after.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, so it was after. Yeah, because if it would have been before, it would have been all right. Would have been like, yeah, it came out already.
So how much do you think it made?
I think it made like $100,000.
Opening weekend? Wait, I just told you the budget was 50. Oh, sorry, $100,000. I'm sorry. Okay.
Right.
No. I actually made more than that.
Made like $5 million then.
No, even higher.
Really, made like $10 million.
Go.
It made like $12.2 million. $25 million.
Oh, come on. I'm doing like a small increase.
$13 million.
Gesture.
Jesus. 14.7. 15 million.
There you go. Opening weekend was 15 million. How much do you think it made gross?
Like with DVDs, I don't know, like 20 million.
You were pretty close before when you were guessing the opening weekend.
15 million? Jesus. 16.
Man,
I don't know, I can't remember what I said earlier. I think I said 20 million though. 23 million or some shit.
28.
That's with DVD sales.
Well, I don't think so, because that was from March 25th. So
But now it's like licensing fees now. Like I don't think DVDs even exist anymore.
I don't think so. I think they all got burned in a warehouse somewhere.
But we say DVDs just to make it seem like
These kids, they don't know what the hell we're talking
They don't
about.
even
It's
know
the
what a
YouTube
DVD is.
generation. Don't even think about saying VHS.
You guys are lucky, dude. You don't have to worry about a DVD. Like DVDs is such a joke.
So, what's your history with the movie? You should probably include your history with the first movie too, just because it's a sequel and it's sort of relevant.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like the first one was so interesting, as in at the time, like because of the 9/11 thing, nobody really watched it, and I remember like and what was crazier was when the reviews came out of the first one, they were like, "This movie's so terrible. This is like the worst movie." Yeah. Like, dude, people just annihilated the movie, and then when I saw it, I was like, dude, it's not that bad. Like, it's not. It's like the plot's cool. Like the dialogue was decent. Like the acting was obviously wasn't bad.
Did you see it in theaters?
No. I think I downloaded it or something.
So, did you watch it while it was in theaters though?
Yeah. I mean, it comes out and then you watch it like 2 weeks later or something.
Okay.
Like it was such a bad movie that you could pirate it pretty easily.
Weren't you in high school?
When it came out? No, I had just graduated. I graduated in 99.
From high school?
Yeah. High school.
No, you're older than me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like freaking... I'm 47.
You look 35. Okay.
No, yeah, so I was...
So you'd seen it and you liked it.
That's the thing, like, so yeah, I was in community college at the time. And whatever.
Okay. Well, so
I think I saw it like when I moved to Austin. That's when I saw it. Anyway, yeah, so it was, and I remember authentically laughing. I was like, this is funny as hell. Like, this is a funny movie. All right, so the second one...
Wait, let me share my history with the first one, then we'll share our history with the second one.
Do the first one,
just for simplicity's sake. Okay.
Right.
I was in high school. I remember this movie came out, and I remember the critics hated it.
Yeah, you were still in high school during 9/11. How was that?
I was in health class. I remember when they announced it, and we got to go home early from school.
And you were like, yeah. You're like, fuck yeah.
I was really immature. I didn't know what was going on, and I think I was probably like making stupid jokes about it.
Oh, I remember I was like blaming Bush and like all his anti-government rhetoric. I mean, not anti-government, and all his Bush rhetoric. And we were blaming
Bush rhetoric.
I was like, you see, this is what happens when America. And like, yeah, I was in my first semester at UT.
All right. Well, so okay. So
no, I'm just saying, like you said when you were in school, I was like, wow, let me say my school part.
You already shared your history, so
I was in chemistry class, and then like we got called off. Yeah, and then we went home.
Okay.
And I liked it.
Have you said you liked it?
No, and I was like, fuck yeah, class is done. I was like, class is over.
All right.
Yeah, really immature. Like really just like had no idea like what this meant. All right, yeah.
No, same. I thought it was ridiculously stupid. I didn't really have much.
Wait, you watched the movie? In theater?
Yeah, somebody. I think I had a friend who was like, I really want to see it. So I went.
You went to the movies?
Yep. And I remember thinking, like, this is terrible.
Really?
I think I fell asleep during it.
You just didn't like it? Was it?
No.
Were you into like South Park back then? Remember Bigger, Backer, and
I don't think so.
Bigger, Longer, and Uncut or whatever?
I don't think I was.
Like, because around that time, that was like my comedy. That was my comedy style, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Like, that type of comedy. So, like, when I saw Zoolander, I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
I saw it again, like, maybe like a year or two later, and then I actually liked it.
Really?
Which is like a weird thing I have. Like, I'll watch a movie and I'll hate it. But
you went to go see it with a guy or a girl?
The first time?
Yeah.
I think I went and saw it with a guy and a girl.
Okay. So it was a group.
But when I saw it again, I liked it. I think it's because I had no expectations.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I remember the reviews being so bad about this movie that when I watched it, I was like, this movie's going to suck so bad.
Yeah.
That I'm just... And as... when you're really... I guess when you're younger and in college, you just want to watch something that you got for free. Like, oh, dude, I got this for free. Like, dude, back then, like, piracy was like... It was hard to do. Like, you couldn't just pirate anything. So when you got something, you were just like, dude, it's like you found $1 million in the bushes, and you're like, I'm gonna watch. Dude, I would watch all these pirated movies all the way through, even though they sucked. So like,
what were you like trying to download this shit through an app store on a 56K modem?
No, it was like
a week for
the college. The college campus had like that LAN thing.
Yeah, sorry, you're in college. That's right.
Dude, but they could monitor how much you were downloading, so you couldn't download after a certain amount. It was hilarious. But like, yeah, that was like the fastest internet I ever had. I was like, this is amazing. Look at how fast this is. Wow, we're playing Counter-Strike. Oh, it was stupid.
Imagine how I felt. I was a high school kid who paid money to see this in theaters.
But wait, back then you had 56K only back then?
Yeah.
56K was so...
Yeah.
You know, all you young kids listening out there, dude, 56K was like the worst thing ever, dude.
But at the time, it was the shit.
It was all we had, right? It was all...
I remember I would like... download this.
Whatever the fuck that noise was.
It's like... I had this memory where there was like this like Star Wars video game for the computer, and it was like 300 megabytes, and I started downloading it, and it took me maybe 9 hours. No, it was 100 megabytes, and it took almost 9 hours, and the whole time it was downloading, I was praying to God that no one would call and disconnect from the internet, and then I had to start all over again.
Remember we used to get like 2 phone lines?
Yeah, I remember. I begged my parents to get another phone line because I'd be playing Quake, and my mom would call and be like, or like I don't know, someone would call my mom. And I'd get
you would actually try to play Quake online, really?
Hell yeah!
Jesus, you had more money than dudes. Like, we had freaking, we were super.
I mean, it was free.
No, but I'm just saying, like, dude, back then, like, I think just having internet was just, I don't know, it was so hard to like, dude. I remember one time in college, dude. I was trying to download a porno, and the porno was 950 megabytes. And I remember thinking, like, that was, like, so huge back then. I was like, this is, like, the biggest file ever.
Well, back then it was.
Dude, hearing you say 300 megabytes.
No, 100.
100 megabytes. I'm like...
All right, so...
Dude, this is so stupid. Dude, imagine that, dude. You know, the kids today are just like 2 terabytes? What is that? That's nothing. 2 terabytes is nothing. I can't believe... This is just retarded, dude.
All right, what's your history with Zoolander 2?
All right. What the fuck? All right, so the first one was that... And, you know, it was weird, too, because they should have made this... They should have made a second one, like, at least, like, 2 years later.
Yeah.
They waited, like, 20 years.
No, 15.
They waited 15 fucking... Dude, it just doesn't make sense. It's like, what are you doing? They fucked up with Sin City on that. Remember Sin City?
Yeah.
Sin City 2006. They waited till, like, 2015 to freaking come up with the other one. It's like, you idiots. Dude, 2006... They could have came out with one in, like, 2009. All right, so...
Got it.
So I'm just trying to get my point across about part 2 being so stupidly released.
What's your history with it?
Okay, so let me see. When did it... It came out...
February of last year.
It came out February last year?
Yeah.
Damn.
Not even... Wow, it's actually not even a year ago.
Dude, I don't even remember this movie. Like, I heard that it was coming out, and I was like, I don't even care. Like, just zero care. What was I doing in February? That was when Deadpool came out. Like, that was like the hype. That was like...
Oh, yeah. That's right.
This movie got its ass beat because Deadpool... Was it the same time?
Yep.
Same weekend?
Well, it's released February 12th, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
It was the same weekend.
Wow, it was. It got annihilated.
I remember I was watching Deadpool, and I was thinking in my head, I'll never see Zoolander 2. Because when I
you actually wanted to see Zoolander?
Initially, yeah. I couldn't help it.
I'm gonna go see
Why
it.
wouldn't I? But then when the reviews came in...
Oh, dude, the reviews were
then
horrible. But this is the thing. This is the difference, right? Like back then, the way that they would review movies was like, it's not an Oscar contender, so I have to... Like, you know, they were always talking about every movie, like, you know, you need to have Meryl Streep in this shit or something. Like, today, like, when you see a review and it's, like, bad review, like, I think they're more precise today. I think they really have their shit straight. Like, you go to, like, Rotten Tomatoes and you're just, like... You get to see, like, the user ones versus the critics. And you can kind of tell. But, like, back then, it was, like, if everything wasn't, like, you know, Daniel Day-Lewis, then, like...
Well, I'll say this. I mean, you have easier access to critics' reviews now. And you didn't have user reviews back then.
Yo, isn't it funny how back then... Dude, back then you had, like, Siskel and Ebert, right? And that was it.
Yeah.
It's like you had NBC, ABC, NBC...
Exactly. You really didn't have...
CBS.
You didn't have the variety, yeah.
You had, like, 3 news chat outlets, and now we have everything. And, like, dude, you know, like, fake news... Dude, I'll take fake news any day over, like, just having, like, Siskel and Ebert or something. It's like...
So, let's talk about the cast.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Ben Stiller?
You know, he's a good actor, dude. Like, even though, like, this movie was entirely horrible, like, every time he was on screen was, like, not bad. Like, I like seeing him do his thing. Like anytime he spoke, I was like, I was interested to hear what he had to say. But everybody else in the damn movie, like even Owen Wilson, would just look like stale. Like I was just like, dude, Owen, you're better than this. Like you're funnier than this.
I think I agree. I mean, well, okay, I didn't. So I'll just get this out of the way because you've already kind of made your feelings known. I didn't hate the movie. I didn't think it was nearly as good as the first one.
Right.
Person I watched it with was like,
Wait, did you go on with somebody?
I'm sorry?
You went with someone?
No, I didn't go see it. I Netflixed it.
Oh, you hadn't seen it before.
Right. I told you. I
said so, okay, yeah,
I wasn't going to see it. Yeah.
I'm like confused about part one. Like I keep thinking we're talking about part one.
So, she said she got mad at me. She's like, "What'd you expect? It's a Zoolander movie." And I was like, "I expect it to be funny."
When you say she, like, is this a person that you guys have been like physically attracted to each other?
What
type
difference
thing?
does that make? So anyway,
was there like any foreplay going on like during the movie that like
we were having sex.
kind of convoluted? Didn't allow you to focus.
She was yelling at me while I was critiquing the movie and having sex with her. So look, I agree with the critics. It was stupid as hell, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Really, you didn't think the second one was that bad?
I thought it was that bad.
Oh,
I didn't think it was.
You thought it was.
Look, some of these critics like, okay.
I thought the second one was like much more horrible than the first one.
But you like the first one,
right? But I'm just saying. I wonder how the reviews of the first one were like compared to the reviews of this one.
Well, the Metascore of the first one was 61. Metascore of this one's 34.
Right, but that was only after like they got a cult following with the first one. Because remember, everybody hated it, and then
but the Metascore takes both into account, right?
Right, but like back then there was no Metascore, so like
true. Well,
so like
no, wait a minute. That's not. You're right. It may not be taking user reviews from back then. But
right, they weren't like going to that. It was just what people think.
But the reviews of the user reviews of the second one now would also take into account. Oh, I see what you're saying. If this one becomes a cult classic, then 10 years from now the reviews might change.
Right, like say in like 2 years, people are like, "This is actually the best movie ever," and then the Metascore will change.
All right, well,
but it's not going to happen because this movie was that bad. This movie was that bad. Do you know how bad this movie was, dude? I thought that Will Ferrell's voice was like the worst. Like I was like, what is he trying to do? Like, why did he make that damn weird voice?
Wait, it's the same voice he did in the first one, wasn't it?
It was a different voice. It was weird.
What do you think of the woman, the woman assassin, who I think was played by what the hell's her name? Kristen Wiig.
I don't remember the woman assassin. What part?
She had that ridiculous accent. She wasn't an assassin, but she worked with.
That was Kristen Wiig?
Yeah, she had face stuff on. I think it was Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, because you know the guy, that one abuser guy or whatever. He was Doctor Strange. That guy.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, he was in that movie. He played like.
Oh yeah, he was all.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, all.
That was funny. I'm not gonna. I like.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
What did you think of the SNL guy? I thought he was funny.
Which guy?
The guy who was the new model, the current generation model.
What?
Did you watch this movie?
I did. What part was that though?
He was the main character of the movie.
Was that the guy that kept telling me they sucked?
Yeah,
suck. I love you.
That guy. Yeah.
I love you guys. You suck.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was alright.
I thought he was funny.
That was like he's in SNL. I didn't know that.
Yeah. What's his name?
I don't watch SNL, man.
Watch the skit of him rap battling Kanye West.
Is that pretty good? Yeah, I don't watch that. But yeah, that was like I saw what they were trying to do and shit. Oh my god, I love. Was it? You guys are so awesome. I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not even listed in the cast on IMDb. Oh, here he is. Kyle Mooney. Don Atari. That's his name.
Don Atari. Yeah, the dreads. The dreadlock.
What'd you think of... oh, yeah, you're right. Benedict.
Yeah, so Benedict. But there's a lot of cameos. I remember one of the reviews, they kept saying how awesome Kiefer Sutherland's part was. I'm like, dude... The guy's like the worst of that movie, dude.
Yeah.
It made
wasn't that funny.
He wasn't funny at all, and
the
like
whole orgy thing.
the orgy thing was retarded.
It
It was so dumb, dude. It's like check it out, it's my orgy crew.
I wasn't watching that.
Dude, they did so many things in this movie that were they just fell flat on their face. It's almost like they stopped trying, like they just stopped caring.
What do you think of Penelope Cruz?
I thought she was like actually, honestly, man, like she was like the worst, right? But dude, her her makeup and the way that they shot her. I've never seen her look as beautiful as any other movie. Like she looked really hot in that movie.
I thought it was kind of a waste.
I mean, the way they lit her and the way she looked, literally like
she looked hot.
I've never seen like
it just seemed.
But yeah, dude, she's like a piece of wood, dude. Like all her lines were horrible. Like it seemed like they were all just like green screening everything. Where they just like remember that one. There was this one scene where she's like, "Guys, we got to get over here real quick," and I thought it was a joke, and I was like, "Well, oh my god, that's actually they use that to move along the plot." Like it was like the corniest thing ever, dude. It was like the worst. I'm actually trying to forget what part it was because it was so bad, and I'm not even explaining it that well.
All right, so she was useless. Got it. What did you think about the movie? Oh wait a minute, I didn't do the synopsis. Damn it. All right.
What's the synopsis?
Derek and Hansel are lured into modeling again in Rome, where they find themselves the target of a sinister conspiracy. So let's actually talk about the plot. I don't think we've actually done this before.
This movie could have been a really good movie. It could have been like they really could have like made it a fun thing.
So I actually agree. I think if they just cut out like the sun subplot.
Yeah, that was cool about the whole at the beginning where like he used like the materials of actual paper or something to build. And then that's how his wife died. That was a cool start, but then like it just got stupid and stupid. I was just like, dude, like you guys aren't like it just doesn't do anything.
Here's one general complaint I have with the movie that you reminded me from what you just said. I think there were way too many callbacks and jokes that built on the first movie.
Right.
Like the whole, he built the center literally out of paper, like. Come up with something original.
That's so true, man. Like, remember, there's a scene like towards the end where he's talking to his son. He's like, "Jitterbug."
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't even care.
And then the I think he was the hotel guy, usher, whatever the hell you call it, right? He turned out to be the DJ from the club in the first movie.
The bellboy or some shit?
Yeah. And it's like, if you hadn't seen it...
yeah, nobody saw the first one, dude. Or
remembered it.
Nobody remembered it.
And it was like supposed to be this huge reveal. And it's like, well, I don't barely... The person I was watching with was like... She pointed it out. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Like, wow. in anticipation to watching the second one, like, I wasn't excited to even try to watch the first one. I thought about it. I was like, maybe I should watch it. But then I was like, no, I'm too lazy. I don't want to watch the first one.
I think if they brought that same style of humor, right... to something a little more original and not relied so much on the same...
It's almost like they wrote the script right after the first one, and then they put it in a vault, and then they pulled it back out in 2013, and they're like, all right, let's make this now.
Let's add in a few modern references, and boom.
Yeah, let's just, let's add in Netflix. Dude, what was it on Netflix? That was like so retarded.
I'm
Billy Zane.
Who the hell gets
I have
DVDs
Netflix. Yeah, that
2016.
That's the thing, like, he was trying to act like it was, like, funny to, like, be walking in with a DVD of Netflix. Like, nobody... I mean, people still do it. People still
who does it? I thought they discontinued the DVD.
They still have that for some retarded reason. I have no idea who does it.
Who has a DVD player?
I don't know anyone that actually does it. Like, but people still, you can still mail. Oh my god!
What do they do with the discs?
It's like AOL. You know? Did you hear about AOL? How people still there's like 2 million people that still use AOL or something.
I thought that server shut down like 10 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. If you look it up, it's like AOL still has like 4 million subscribers.
How many people still use CompuServe?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Who knows about that? I don't know.
All right, anyway. You don't remember CompuServe?
No.
That was right before AOL. Anyway. All right, well, so, yeah, I think there was potential. I think they were like way too much on rehash jokes. Like the jitterbug thing. It's like, we get it. It was funny in the first one. Come up with something new. Like, you got talented people here to write this stuff. Why are you just rehashing the same jokes?
Do you know what movies like? Work. Movies like this... I mean, dude, you know what's going to happen? Like, we're going to keep doing these podcasts, and then we're going to eventually just write our own movie, because when you watch a movie like Zoolander, you're like, dude, anybody can do this. Like, this is like a retarded script, man. We can literally sit here and freaking create a movie out of nothing, and like just have like the worst freaking dialogue ever, dude, and someone's going to buy it. Like, that's what a Zoolander movie inspires, or that's what, every movie that... Every it's that bad movie.
And I'm looking at the credits, and it was actually written by some talented people. Like, they've done other...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think people they need to write bullshit in order to get to the good stuff. Like, like, oh, I wrote this Oscar-nominated movie, but I also had to get a bunch of, like, trashy stuff out just to get my real writing out. And that's what it seems like this movie exemplifies. This freaking...
There's one person that wrote that didn't do the first one. Two people, I'm sorry. Nicholas Stoller and Justin Theroux, who, by the way, is also the DJ character.
It's almost like they're just like doing it because they're all friends. Hey man, I need to pay
No, he's an actor writer. He's written stuff before.
Right, but I'm just saying, like they all know each other. So like, hey man, you want to jump on the script? Yeah, just add a couple sentences. Here, we'll give you like SAG money.
No, but he's actually done.
Right, he's writing other stuff. But I'm just saying, like,
good stuff. So, I would totally be like, yeah. If you want
what's he done? Which guy is it? Justin who?
Theroux.
What did he do?
Hang on.
If you say good stuff here, I mean, what is this guy freaking writing like Captain America?
Tropic Thunder.
Oh, that was good. That was a good movie, man.
Iron Man 2.
Dude, that movie sucked. Dude, we should do Iron Man 2 next one.
Well, let's see what it got.
Actually, no, wait, that's right. The people actually like that movie. That movie was so terrible, dude.
Well, let's second say. That's not necessarily true.
Dude, I remember when I pirated Iron Man 2, and I was like so excited to watch it. But then like there's that little voice that was like, wait a minute, this was too easy to pirate. Wait a minute.
Oh, wow. Wait. Jeez Louise.
What happened?
Yeah, we can't do it. You know what it got?
What?
Wait, let me... Jesus Christ. 57.
Oh, yeah. So they still like it, huh?
I'm really shocked.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Dude, Mickey Rourke was like the...
Dude, I saw...
That guy was like the worst in that movie, dude.
No, dude, it was a waste.
Dude.
He could have been...
He could have been awesome.
Yeah.
It would have been a good movie.
It was a waste.
Oh, my God.
Wait, let me actually...
I'm getting anxiety just thinking about how bad his acting was. Dude, the guy tried to... He didn't even sound Russian. He was like... Ruh, ruh, ruh. I was like, what the...
Bird. My
Dude.
bird.
Oh, my God. Is that the same one where Ben Kingsley's in it? Or is that part 3?
No, sir.
Part
All right,
3?
let me read some of the Metacritic reviews. Okay. So, yeah, this is good. This is actually, I think, kind of captures... Actually, I don't even agree with this review. Gersh Kuntzman, that's a real name, from the
What?
New York Daily News, he gave it an 80, and he said, "Did you like Zoolander? Good, then you'll like Zoolander too."
Oh, my God.
But I disagree with that.
I think he was being paid off.
Oh, wow. Ann Hornaday from the Washington Post gave it a 0 and said, lazily written by Stiller and 3 collaborators, including Justin Theroux, this is the kind of lame, warmed-over movie that gives sequels a bad name. For Zoolander fans, however, it resembles a betrayal of public trust.
Bless this woman, whoever wrote that.
I agree.
Oh, my goodness. She kicked it. She crushed. She crushed, man.
I like this. Kyle Smith from the New York Post gave it a 25 and said, Stiller's one good idea is turning things over to Will Ferrell, who does some amusingly demented things while haranguing Anna Wintour and Tommy Hilfiger, and is probably funnier in his sleep than Stiller is at his best.
Oh, wow.
I actually agree. I thought that scene was great when he was making fun of all those designers.
I don't remember that part. Which was towards the end?
Yeah. So, we should actually start talking about the plots of these movies, but towards the end, when they gather all the designers in that underground layer.
Is this after he gets rescued? Because remember he put the mask on him? That was kind of stupid.
The mask.
Remember how how he's all tied up and he's like, I need you to get me out of this. And then Zoolander's like, if I do, then that means you want me to help you, but then I won't help you.
Oh,
so
that was like in the middle of the movie. This is the end. You're talking about Mugatu.
Right.
I'm talking about the end of the movie.
Oh.
When Mugatu has kidnapped all those designers.
Right.
And they're trying to sacrifice the kid to bring back Steve or whatever, right?
Right.
And then Mugatu's like, you're a bunch of idiots. There is no Steve. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. And he's like making fun of Tommy Hilfiger. He's like, I can't believe you believed that, you idiot. Like that. And he said something else that's funny, but I can't remember.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't see that part. I just saw the last part I got to was when he threw the knife and it hits him in the face. That's the only part I got to.
So you didn't miss the last 20 minutes. There's only like 5 minutes. Here, I like this. Wow, this is weird. James Berardinelli from Real Views says, he says, Zoolander would have been better left as a standalone cult classic. Which I agree with, but then he goes and gives it a 50.
What a dick. Well, that's the thing, man. Like, the problem with that was they were actually, there was like a nice little petition going like 2 or 3 years after it came out.
To make it?
Yeah, people were like, you should do it. And then
Back then I could understand.
And then they slept on it. It's like, dude, you should have literally just jumped on that. You could have made it. Like, you could have just... Dude, I give remakes, I give sequels. I mean, I give sequels like a 5-year grace period. Like if you don't make a sequel within the next 5 years, don't make it. Like do not. You're better off doing a remake. You're better just remaking it. If you waited 10 years, they waited 15 years for this, dude. Just remake it then.
What movie should they do a sequel to now?
It literally has to have come out like within the last 2 or 3 years.
No. From like more than 10 years ago.
Oh,
Look, here's the thing, right? If the trend is to make sequels after a very long time, like Wall Street 2 and Basic Instinct 2.
Yo, when was Wall Street 2? When did that come out? Like 10 years later? It came out like 20 years later.
Something like that.
And that movie was terrible.
Let me finish. If that's the trend now, right? The new trend should be making movie sequels like 50 years later. Imagine a sequel to Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane 2. The Return or something. I don't know.
Yo, that would be amazing.
No, you know what? It should be a prequel.
Yeah, prequel.
How would you make a prequel?
Do a fucking prequel.
He starts off as a kid.
You know what's happening now though, is everybody's just going to Netflix. So instead of saying like I want to make a 90-minute to like a 2-hour movie, why not, get the contract through Netflix and do seasons and like elaborate more and make a thicker. Like, have you seen Fargo? I always bring this up, man.
I haven't yet.
Oh my god!
I know.
Dude.
I heard it's really good.
Oh my god, dude! After you watch the Fargo season 1 and 2, you're never gonna like think that the 2-hour movies are
I never thought that. I agree that TV is a great medium.
But I'm saying like you're gonna believe that like you're gonna start trusting in like you're gonna want to be like, dude, they should have never made Star Wars in the movie. They should have done 10 episodes every season.
Well, they had the Clone Wars, which actually does what you're describing.
I mean, cartoon.
Yeah. From what I've heard, it's really good.
Yeah, but cartoons, I've seen a couple episodes. I think people blew out of proportion because the other ones they were so bad.
First season or the later season?
No, I haven't seen any. I don't. How many seasons are? Jesus.
Like 4.
Yeah,
or 5.
I saw like no. I'm just saying like on Reddit you would see like a couple clips here and there and it'd be like.
Well, if you haven't watched that,
I haven't watched it. I'm not into cartoons anymore, man. Like
I'm not either, but I read that it's like really good.
Well, dude, that's the thing.
It's like what the prequels should have been.
But they're saying that like they're really good because of how bad the prequels were. Is what it is. Like so. It's,
No. They're actually saying that as a standalone show, it's like really well made.
Right, but it's like for kids. Is what I'm trying to say. It's a cartoon, so it's not like serious.
No, it is. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
I'll watch. All right, I'll watch.
There's
like
a YouTube video.
I'll watch the first episode of like.
No. You gotta watch. Don't watch the first season. That's what the video said.
What?
Because they said that the show didn't really get like good until the second season.
Well, that's just wrong, dude. Come on, man. How can you say that? How can you still give it props when the first season's like weak?
Well, that's what happens. It takes a little while to get good.
No, it doesn't, dude. Usually the first season is like the best, and then it just gets better.
Watch, our second season of this show is going to be so much better than this season.
That's true, though.
People are going to be like, no, the first season sucked. They were a bunch of assholes.
Dude, that's the beauty of this type of podcast, dude. We don't have any equipment. We don't have anything. We don't even
What are you
edit.
talking about? We're in a fucking studio. In a gosh darn studio.
We don't edit, so...
We have a $10,000 microphone. Shut up.
Once we get the subscribers, though, we're gonna need the company car to help drive us to get the equipment. And then we're gonna need...
He's joking. We just got an endorsement deal from Nike.
Yeah, that too, but we're just looking for like a new studio location in...
Yeah, this one's too big. The acoustics are too good.
We need to overlook Central Park and be able to see it from like a 25-degree angle.
If we lived in New York, which we don't.
Right, we would fly in just to do the show, is what I'm saying.
Because we have a location on the moon.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, this movie was... it was definitely an interesting movie. I think that Ben Stiller kicks ass, still. I mean, every scene he was in was it was whatever. I just thought that all the other characters were just like lame.
What do you think of the kid?
Oh, terrible! Like the worst.
I just remember like when we got to get to prison, right? And he gets in the helicopter with the assistant, and they do the exact same joke.
The coffee thing.
That and that's actually not even what I meant. The joke where he gives him that like kind of like homoerotic look.
Oh right.
The exact same joke.
That like happened right after the coffee thing.
Yeah.
Where he throws the coffee in the guy's face?
Yeah. It's like, really, again? Like,
I don't think that these guys... Whatever, it's just a terrible movie. Like the worst.
So what did you think of Zoolander, Jim? Did you like it?
Yeah, it's that bad. About that times 10. Oh, dude, I saw Neon Demon. I was literally gonna text you, but it was like 3 a.m. Neon Demon is
That sounds really familiar.
it's the movie that the guy made after Only God Forgives.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
you watched it?
yeah, I have Amazon Prime.
Oh, with the girl on the cover, right?
Right, it's on Amazon Prime and shit. Dude, it's such a terrible movie that Only God Forgives is way better. Let's just say that. It's like one of those movies where, well, this is the thing. Remember, you were reading out the synopsis and it's like, it's a thriller.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
It's not a fucking thriller, dude. It's like a boring ass movie, dude. It was like, all right, so visually, it was stunningly visual, obviously. They do like all very stylistic and they have like supermodels walking around. Oh, by the way, guys, it's all like skinny white chicks who are like anorexic, dude.
Nice.
That's like the supermodel status, dude. It was like gross. These girls had bony asses, dude. And they're trying to walk around the entire movie being like, look at how sexy we are. It's like, dude, people, I just kept thinking about like how my pelvic bone would break and shit, or like get like bruises from banging a chick that skinny and shit. It was fucking gross, man.
Wait, what genre did I say it was?
You said it was like a thriller, crazy mystery.
Thriller.
Yeah, horror. Dude, it had nothing to do with horror, dude. And Keanu Reeves is in it too, and he's like a.
And they don't spoil it.
Yeah, he had a side part. It was corny as fuck.
Oh yeah, he's in the cast.
Dude. It was a corny ass movie, and I feel bad for the guy directing it, and he's fell off, dude. The guy made Drive, and now everything he makes now is just like has no substance. I think he's like probably just gotten addicted to cocaine, and he's like still directing and shit. Because apparently, if you do cocaine and shit, you literally like you don't know anything about, like, you just lose any feeling. I've never done cocaine, but but apparently, like, you just you have no
sense.
No, there's no, like, empathy or feeling.
Oh, I see.
So like this movie is literally, yeah, you're like a robot, and this movie literally has like no, like, oh, I feel bad for this chick, or like, oh my gosh, she's so interesting, like, what does she have to say? Like, dude, it was like, oh, like you should watch it. It's one of those movies that you just have it on in the background, like, like there's girls walking around half naked, there's like blood, there's like freaking, they're stabbing each other. Like one girl, there's like a scene where like four of these chicks, they get this other chick and they push her off this ledge, and she lands on her freaking, she lands on the concrete and her head shatters, and it's all, and the blood's like pouring out. It's like, it looks all stylistic. I have no idea why that happened. And there was like another scene where this chick like stabs herself and there's blood everywhere. It's just like, dude, but it's all like done in a really stylistic way. Like a really like, oh yeah, look at how artistic that is.
Well, if it's stylistic.
It's so stylish, man. And it's like, I'm gonna say, man, I'm very like, it takes a lot for an LA movie, and this is like a typical LA film, like that's some freaking beach, some like, some LA house, like it was all shot at like people's LA houses, and I like New York movies more, man. I like movies where like it's not like some check out this undisclosed location, and we got these people here at this one area. All
right, so you hated Zoolander 2. Yeah, it's that bad. Don't watch this movie. So what do you...
I love how we try to tell people not to watch the movie. I mean, the movies are that bad, though. It's like, why should they even give it a chance? Like, most of these movies are just...
No, we agreed Tokyo Drift was not that bad.
Yeah, that's true, man. That movie did get... Yeah. I think we got to definitely do a better job of like trying to find movies that fall between the cracks and that they actually deserve props, because it's just too easy.
Well, that's what we're doing.
I guess we're doing that, but still, it's just a pain in the ass. Like, I still want to go out of my way to save these movies, but...
All right, so let's see, what should we watch next week? Let me look at Metacritic.
Oh, dude, I was watching Live by Night, the new Ben Affleck movie.
Oh, yeah, I heard that's terrible.
Oh, dude, like, it was horrible.
Really?
Like, the first hour was like, it felt like I was watching like a 10-hour movie. Like, I was in the one hour in, I'm just like, dude, is this movie gonna end? I was like, is this literally... And I just stopped watching. I was like, this is fucking bullshit.
All right, let me see. Let me look up...
Because, by the way, guys, The Accountant, which is like literally an Oscar movie, like that thing should have been nominated for an Oscar. That movie came out. He basically made Live by Night after The Accountant. Yeah. And The Accountant was like one of the most genius movies ever.
And now he's not directing the Batman.
Oh, yeah, what's up with that? Why do they keep saying that?
No, I'm good.
Why do they keep saying that, though? Like, what's it matter?
Because he's got props as a director.
Well, people actually like him as a director?
Hell yeah, I do.
Dude, he didn't even. Dude, The Accountant was a genius movie. He didn't direct that.
He did Argo.
Dude, Argo was not a good movie, man.
What are you talking about?
Dude, that
Argo
movie
was great.
Overhyped.
What?
Overhyped.
Yo, we got no taste, son.
Dude, and when I watched it, I was kind of like, I kind of called bullshit on this movie. Like, I think they overdid it. They wanted it to be like the Oscar darling and stuff. And it's just like, dude, this movie was not good. It was not a good movie.
Why am I going to Metacritic? Hold on.
Look, it wasn't. Look, Argo was watchable. It wasn't like it was like, oh my god, this is like the worst movie ever.
Dude, that movie was great. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Dude, it shouldn't have won Best Film. Is what I'm trying to say.
Hell yeah, it should have.
I don't know. That's it.
How do you spell Ryan?
We're gonna do. Yeah, it's that good. How about that? How about that, man?
Well, they actually did do that.
Who did that?
The original guys.
They did that
Yeah, I told you that.
for how long?
The premium episodes were it's that good.
Oh, they would do like a. Oh yeah, dude, I think maybe once a month we should do. Yeah, it's that good. Like once.
You just don't want to watch the shitty movies.
No, I just want to. Like, movies like Argo need to be brought up.
Oh my god.
Because Argo is not a good movie, man. I think when you watch it again, you're gonna be like, dude, this is like way overhyped. Oh, you know what's another? Yeah, it's that good movie. The King's Speech.
All right, hold on. Let me find
That shit. Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm gonna talk to the guests about this.
By the way,
that shit. The King's Speech won Best Film as well, and that movie should not. It did not fucking deserve Best.
Can I just say this real quick?
Best movie.
Triple X3 is at 44%.
Oh shit!
It's rotten.
That's good, right?
No, that's
it's
rotten.
acting? Oh, I thought you meant like Metacritic or some shit.
No. I'm Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, let me find. How do I find rotten? What the hell?
Yeah, that's gonna be a while for that movie to come out.
Oh yeah, whatever. It's rotten. Anywhere.
I won't be able to get that one for a while.
I'm not watching that.
I'm not watching that either.
Not after the freaking.
I'm definitely gonna watch it because of the action.
Shut up.
Dude, that's a good freaking action movie, dude. They don't disappoint, man.
Yeah, but who knows what this one's like? It may not be as good as the first one.
I think it'll probably be alright. Vin Diesel doesn't really mess around. Did you see, I'll tell you, that Riddick movie, the one that he made, was awesome. That was awesome.
I saw like 5 minutes of one of them and I couldn't handle it.
No, the newest one that he made, though, is called just Riddick. It's awesome.
Yeah, but even that one's like 10 years old.
That one came out... No, it came out like 2011 or some shit. Came out recently.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Not 10 years, literally. But, certified.
That's a good movie, man. Like, I was watching it again recently, and I was like encapsulated into it. I was like actually like interested to see where it was going, and wanted to like watch it to the end. It was a cool movie, man.
Couldn't get into it.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Where like the first 10 minutes, like nothing is said.
He's on like some planet.
Right.
Yeah.
He got left. It's like they basically sabotaged him because he was king or whatever, and then they freaking.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I couldn't get into that.
Jesus, bro, you're missing out, man. That was a good movie. That was like a really good movie.
Where's the?
It was rated R. That's awesome, dude. Rated R.
Yeah, I got it. Jesus Christ.
It's all about, baby.
Certified rotten. Ugh. Here we go. Most rotten movies on Rotten Tomatoes. Boom. Oh wow. Holy God. They have something called a rating thermometer. Well, it's so easy to find the top best, but it's so hard to find the freaking worst. Why is that? Jeez Louise. Genre? I don't care about genre.
Oh, you're trying to... Oh, I guess we're trying to find another movie to do.
Duh. Pay attention. Oh, God. Why is this so hard to find?
I think, let's see, what are the movies?
Here we go. Here. The 10 worst movies of the last 10 years. And this is from 2008, so let's see. These should all be on Netflix.
You think so?
From 2008, yeah. Okay, here we go. Wow, this is good. Okay, you ready?
Let's hear it.
This is from 1998. We got Jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker, what?
You don't remember that? It's with, what the hell's her name? Rose McGowan. Whatever, who cares? No one remembers that movie. Wow, are you kidding me? Oh my God, A Night at the Roxbury?
Oh, snap,
That's
really?
worst reviewed.
Dude, we gotta watch that one. That's it. That's the one.
No, come on.
That's the one, dude.
We already know the answer to that.
What do you mean? You think it's a bad movie?
No. That's my point. I already know the answer.
Dude, I love that freaking movie, dude. Let's do that one. Dude, you have no idea, dude. I used to freaking watch that movie with my friends. Dude.
I know, me too. That's why
we would freaking lose our minds.
All right, how about this? I still know what you did last summer.
What is love?
Huh?
No, dude, no, please no, not those.
1999's worst review is Chill Factor, Cuba Gooding Jr. and somebody else. I don't know.
Chill Factor. What is that? Action movie?
Yeah.
No, how can Night at the Roxbury have bad reviews? Like that has to be a
Why
cult,
not?
It has to be a cult classic.
That's usually what a cult classic is.
Right, but I'm saying, what's the meta score then?
I don't know. Let's see.
Because like, what's the Rotten Tomato thing on that?
That's what I'm pulling up. Hang on.
I don't know if the audio caught that. Probably didn't.
11%. The audience score though is 69.
That's what I'm saying. Like doesn't the Metacritic go up? A meta value go up if the audience loves
I'm not on Metacritic. I'm on Rotten Tomatoes.
it? What's the 11% then?
I think that's critics only.
Uh-huh.
So we shouldn't do that because we already know the answer.
No, I'm saying it might actually be a terrible movie if I watch it again. I haven't seen it since.
Maybe, okay.
I haven't seen it since like 19. Was it 99?
All right, 2000's worst reviewed Battlefield Earth.
Oh, dude, that might be something to watch.
Okay.
I've never seen that, but I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast with that Tia Remini, Leanna Remini.
Leah, yeah.
You know, she has that show out. She has that Scientology show. It's on A&E, and she kind of talked about all that. I watched it. I was at the gym yesterday. I listened to it. It's a fascinating podcast, by the way, dude. Scientologists are freaking brutal.
Dude, what the hell? Okay. 2001, Corky Romano. But they also list, as a runner-up, Say It Isn't So. You ever see that movie?
No, what's that?
It's a Farrelly Brothers movie.
Who's in that?
Heather Graham and Chris Klein. I saw that movie. I did not think it was that bad at all. Oh, shit. Spoilers.
What's wrong with that?
Because I'm giving away...
I'm a big Farley Brothers fan, by the way.
Um,
You know who I really love? Not the Farley Brothers, but the guys who did the airplane movies.
oh, yeah.
Zuckers. The Zucker, what are they called? Jerry Zucker and
2002, Ballistic, X vs. Sever. Remember that?
what's that?
Antonio Banderas.
Whoa, what? Ballistic what?
X vs. Sever.
How's that look? Let me see the photo.
Antonio Banderas and that Asian chick.
What? I don't remember this.
Whatever, I'm gonna watch it anyway. All right, let's see what's out there.
Sever.
How about Geely?
Hell no.
Twisted? I think I actually saw that. Jesus,
Twisted. What's that?
some stupid thriller. Fucking... This is great. There's a lot of films here that we can watch. Okay,
Oh yeah, keep going.
Basic Instinct 2. Because I Said So. Oh god, that looks terrible. The number 23. We should actually do that. Good Luck, Chuck. That wasn't whatever. Maybe okay, whatever. Premonition. What?
Wait. Good luck, Chuck. What was that again? Who's in that?
The guy, that comedian that everyone hates.
Oh,
Dane Cook.
Dane
right?
Cook.
Yeah.
But wasn't that about like where he's like an asshole?
Wow, I got 5%.
Is that the one where he's like has to be a dick or something, and he gets paid to be an asshole or some shit?
Not exactly. He's just an asshole, and I think women love him or something.
Yeah, dude, what happened to Dane Cook? That guy he was like really popular, and then people just turned on the guy.
I guess he was didn't have any versatility. But okay, so we're coming on an hour here.
Oh, we're getting there, man. This is good. Keep reading them out.
No, that's it. Let's just pick one of these.
Wait, there's no more after that?
There is, but I've never even heard of half of these.
Let's do 23.
You want to do number 23?
Yeah, Jim Carrey, serious, weird thriller
Okay.
thing.
This is I'm saving this page because there's so much.
I'm
gold.
I'm hoping that, I mean, because we're basically trying. We're trying now. Like we're not even trying to freaking get a terrible movie anymore. Like I think both of us really want to watch a movie that doesn't suck. Like that might have a chance.
Well, here's the interesting thing. Some of these movies I've seen, and I did not think they were that bad.
That's good. That's good.
No, but you brought up a good point.
It's a good sign.
If I watch it now, who knows how I may feel.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested. I was kind of interested to see about the Night at Roxbury. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in so long, but I remember I really enjoyed it.
You may hate it. I don't think I would. I think it was great. I have so many fond memories of it.
Yeah, I remember when I was watching it. I remember it being like genius. Like, remember how the girl that he was supposed to marry, like whenever they would have sex, it was so stupid.
Yeah.
It was so retarded. Dude, the acting was so genius.
She would just
dude.
like
She'd
lay
be like,
there. Yeah.
dude, it was freaking hilarious, dude.
All right, so that's
Richard Greco, that guy was so freaking stupid.
Yeah, see, it's gonna be good.
Remember that part where he's like, Emilio,
Yes.
Emilio Estevez. Dude, that shit was so freaking retarded, dude.
All right, so that's episode 6. Yeah, it's that bad. If you thought, what did we watch? Oh yeah, Zoolander 2. If you agree, you thought it was that bad, tell us. If you thought we're an idiot, bunch of idiots, and it was great, tell us. Either way, like, subscribe.
Yeah, let's hear your comments and
Twitter it,
and enjoy.
Facebook it.
I'm gonna upload this right when first chance I get, and I'm just gonna add one image, and and then hopefully you guys will listen to it in the background and don't expect to see a light show on this thing.
What's the image going to be? A light bulb?
I don't know, a clip from the movie.
Oh.
It's just one clip. I don't know how people do that, man.
We're going to get this dude to help us. So, all right, thank you.
Yeah, Glenn, for real, man. Hook it up. Can't wait. You know, if you want to spend, make that shit look dope, hell yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, like and subscribe. We don't have a Patreon account yet, but, if you want to send us money, then just let me know. And then I'll set up a PayPal account ASAP. But, it doesn't work that way. You gotta say you want to send us money first, and then I'll set up the PayPal account. But I'm not going to set up the PayPal account until you want to say you want to send us money and shit, all right? All right, guys.
It's the chicken and the egg
Exactly.
problem.
Exactly. All right, we're done. Cool.
How long is that?
See you on the next episode. 57 minutes. Not
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's not that bad, man.